Leaves. You pass loads of them every day. The white oak has long been a symbol of strength, persistence, and peace. Wild lettuce was a symbol of fertility in ancient Greece and Egypt, and added to love potions. Then there's the grape leaf. Could have been high fashion in the Garden of Eden if it wasn't for the fig leaf. But eventually, Fruit of the Loom gave them their prominence in the area of modesty.
With our heaviest pre-shrunk cotton fabric, all at a great low price.
There's a chance you can find all three of these, if not in your backyard, in the back lot. They all have foraging applications and can be saved until you need them. The white oak leaf. I feel like if there was a lineup of criminal leaves, I think anybody could probably pick this out. But the bark on mature leaves is light ashy gray in color, separating the small scaly plates in rectangular blocks. The leaf itself is separated into rounded lobes. All you have to do is wipe the leaves down and put them in a Ziploc bag and pop them in the freezer. If you ever tried to make pickles and they go all mushy, all you need to do now is pull one out from your freezer and add it to your ferment. The naturally occurring tannic acid will help preserve your veggies' crispness. Wild lettuce, or Lactuca canadensis, the closest relative to the romaine in your Caesar salad, which is Lactuca sativa. What we're after here is the medicinal quality of this plant. While there are a lot of lookalikes, the key features here are the alternating leaves on the central stalk, which will bleed latex if you slice it. The defining characteristic is the presence of trichomes on the midrib. Now, I'm not a doctor, and this is not medical advice, so make your own choices. But if you did choose to save these leaves, you can turn them into tea or a tincture. So to cut to the chase, it can be used as a pain reliever. I'll be experimenting with this at a later time. So you can do as I am and simply tear off the leaves, pop them into your dehydrator, crush them down, and you can store them in a jar for later use. You can also eat them raw, or you can try it topically. I guess it helps to treat warts. There are two other species, Lactuca virosa and Lactuca cereola, that also contain the active compound which is responsible for its sedative properties. Last, the iconic grape leaf. Wild grape leaves have 3 lobes and are notched all the way around. The vine itself is reddish and the leaves are bright green. The grape leaf is used in cuisines across the globe. It's loaded with nutritional vitamin A and copper. We're going for the undamaged leaves, about the size of your palm. So gather them and bundle them up. You can eat them fresh, but what I'm after here is preserving them for later use as a food wrapper. So we're just gonna preserve them by lacto-fermentation. It sounds complicated, but it's actually really simple. All you have to do is make a simple brine with 1 tablespoon of kosher salt and 2 cups of water. Spring water is best because a little bit of chlorine, which is in most tap water, can kill the healthy bacteria that we're trying to cultivate. The salt kills the other competing bacteria and allows the lactobacillus to flourish. Then the lactobacillus organisms begin converting lactose and other sugars present in the food into lactic acid. Now this creates an acidic environment that safely preserves vegetables. Take the bundle, place it in a sterile jar, cover it with the brine that you just made. You also want to make sure that you keep the leaves below the surface, so you can weigh them down with a weight if you have one. Store it in the brine for 2 weeks at room temperature. Check on it daily to release any pressure that builds up. Then place it in the refrigerator till you're ready to use them. We now have 3 new things in our foraging arsenal that we can use later down the road. But for now, remember one thing: foraging is free.